Hello and welcome to this week's Rantalk Weekly Wrap. This week has seen the kicking off of earnings season in the US, where on Monday after market we had Alcoa reporting their earnings, and although they did post a beat on expectations, this was in line with the whisper number of 11 cents, so not a major reaction seen in Alcoa shares. However, later on in the week, the S&P 500 did hit its all-time intraday high at 1597.30. However, it has come off those highest levels towards the back end of the week, as today we did see earnings from JP Morgan and Wells Fargo. And although both companies did beat on their headline EPS, they both did say their margins were squeezed in Q1 of this year. Elsewhere this week, on Wednesday we had the FOMC minutes, which, as you'll all be aware, they were released slightly early at 2 PM English time. And these minutes were slightly less dovish than usual, with several members of the FOMC talking about tapering QE by mid-year and bringing QE to an end by the end of the year. Then, as well, this week this has led to gold moving lower, and today it moved below 1500 for the first time since July 2011. Also weighing on gold today was there has been a bearish note out from Goldman Sachs on the yellow metal this week, and prices have been falling since then. So looking ahead then, there is a number of data releases out of China this weekend, which include their GDP, industrial production and retail sales figures. However, focus is likely to be on that key GDP figure, where it is expected to come in for Q1 year on year at 8.0% from 7.9% in the previous quarter. Elsewhere this week we've got the Bank of England minutes, where, as you'll be aware, they did keep their asset purchase facility unchanged at £375 billion and their interest rate at 0.5%. However, at the last meeting they did vote 6-3 to increase their asset purchase facility, with Bank of England Governor King, Miles and Fisher voting for more QE. So we'll be looking out to see if the vote does remain similar at these minutes. Then later on in the week we'll also have CPI out of the US, where it's expected to come in at 1.6% year on year, and we'll also be looking out for the other Eurozone CPI readings. Then also in the US this week, earnings season gets well underway, and we'll be looking out for earnings from companies such as Google, Bank of America and Goldman Sachs. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend.